Hi, welcome back. Here's a quick update on the C compiler under DOS. I've added some additional features to it. Pretty straightforward, but I think it was necessary really to make it usable by more people and just a bit more feature rich. So now it supports Makefiles, and you can trigger it to use a Makefile, which makes it a bit more flexible. It means that the actual configuration can be done in the Makefile itself, and you could do anything you like really with includes and whatever just from that file alone. So let me show you how that works. Now I've created a Makefile for this repo, and here it's a very simple one where it says, right, this is the target, test.exe. You need these input files, test and util.c. Then it runs this file here, the Turbo C compiler, and passes in the stuff. So this looks the same as before. Only slight difference, obviously, is, as mentioned in previous videos, is we're injecting the MS-DOS macro in there, which is useful when you're targeting multiple platforms. So that's quite cool. Now, how do you invoke it? Well, that's quite straightforward. So I'll show you down here in the console. So ordinarily you would have put this stuff in here, but in this case what you do is you specify as before, so compile and run the source, which is the directory we're going to go into, test.c. Bit of a weird one, that is the entry file, the main file. It's really what is going to be in here. I've added it here. It's a bit of a legacy thing, but it's I might tidy it up in the future, but essentially that name, it strips off the .c, but that name is used to name other files for when it's doing its tracking and compilation results and things like that. And all we do then is specify the word make with no extension, and that is a trigger to say, right, don't expect this to be a list of files to include. It's purely an instruction to use make. So if we run that, it then goes away. Does exactly the same stuff as before. It's going to run in this case, which is cool, and it's actually run the make file. So if we look at the results of the compiler bat that it ran on the DOS machine, you can see here it's just running make. So make, because you're in the context of the source directory, make will then look automatically for a file called Makefile, and then you can do all sorts of crazy wonderful things in there. So that's quite cool. The only other slight difference with this version is that when you're in here and it's currently waiting for you to quit this, but previously there was a function where it would wait for you to press Q, and now Python's listening in the background, so that was a bit weird. So if you were using Q, and I was doing this with the Dungeon Raider, I was pressing Q to quit the application. Actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry, it was using Q to trigger some sound effects. So I'm adding sound effects to it at the moment. It would quit this application. So what the hell's going on? And of course, this script, the Python script, is listening for Q. So they both see it, but then this one realizes it and closes that, which is really annoying. So now you have to do Control-Alt-Q to quit. And I'm using the key press stuff here, so you can see Alt and Control to actually do it. So you have to actually, let's bring it back up, you have to actually do Control, Alt and Q to quit. So that triggers it in there and then exits, which is quite cool. As I say, this is a very quick update. Let me know what you think. There's probably loads of other things I need to do to this, but it's quite nice because it means that you move the configuration away from this stuff and the command line to here, so you can do all sorts of weird and wonderful things in your Makefile, which is a more sort of conventional way of doing things. And yeah, it just tidies everything up. That's it. I think that's it for now. Cool. I'll see you next time. Cheers.